Evening everybody, I hope you're having a nice evening. If you're not watching this live, of course, I hope you enjoy the rerun. I hope you find something valuable in the stream. So I do hope you enjoy and watch the whole thing. Everybody else, welcome to the chat and the live stream. Just wait a little bit, until people gather up. And after that, we'll see what's happening in Bitcoin. Is this rejection or is this something else? That's the question. But first, gotta shield the link. Something else. That's the question. There we go. Shamali checking. Then John, the Central Plant AF Mon. Hi TLA. Hi man. Hi Doom. How's everybody, guys? How's everybody? Doing good? Is this rejection? Beepul, Johnny, Trucking Chef, Lap Yo, Hamza, how you doing? Bobby, Fat, Johnny, Clicker, Arts, Urs. Close my long at 39 at 42.3, now long in Netflix. Netflix is down big time. I hope the Netflix long is working out for you, man. It was all looking good this morning, then melted again. Nah, we're not that bad, guys, we're not that bad. If you just pop some lines up here on the screen, you'll see that, this move on downside, it kind of was normal because we had very bullish candle up here. We continued up to the resistance that we set, very major resistance, and right now when you are a little bit extended on upside, you cannot just break it straight through, right? You cannot just break it straight through. So this was expected. We're gonna bump up here and right now pull back. So this pullback is nice. This consolidation up here, maybe above the 10 moving average up here. This needs to happen. We need to get above these moving averages towards the upside. If that happens, we are bullish again. Right now, not so much. I mean, we're still bullish, but right now, I mean, short term, very short term, until tomorrow or something like that. No. Good morning, Dish Vermont. Well, chaps. So what else is pumping up here? Not much. What you guys want to see, guys? What you guys want to see? Netflix. Let's check out Netflix because everybody's talking about Netflix, of course. Companies up here. Netflix down there, minus 36% on the downside, man. That's big move. That's big move on the downside. That's big move. This on the daily time frame. This isn't the first move down here. It also had another move down here. This was a 20% move, then it kind of went on the downside. You can see this. Technically, technically speaking, the chart of Netflix doesn't look that good though. Over here it had some kind of top. It started getting trading on downside, broke on the downside, had a big nice move, up here, and tried to hold some levels up here. Up here, got the double top rejection up here, went down slowly up here, and over here it dropped to the downside. So the market already kind of knew it was, it was gonna be some kind of bad moves. Over here, this double bottom maybe was gonna hold, failed at big time, closed on the downside, opened on 246, went down to 215. It's big move, but more interesting is that from the all-time high down to the bottom right now, it was almost 70%. So from all-time high to the bottom, Netflix is already down 70%. That's a big, huge move. If you look at it on the, if you look this on the weekly time frame, you'll see that this 200 moving average. I mean, you gotta go back like to 2013 down here. 2011 to see a break on the 200 moving average up here. I mean, that's how bad this is. That's how bad this is. So right now it's just dumping big time towards downside. So this is definitely some kind of an overextended level. So let's check that out here on overextended indicator on the downside, and you'll see down here that we are having extreme overextended levels towards the downside. This was the first dump down here, the first dump, and right now the second dump. So these overextended levels did happen before, but they happen very, very rarely. You can see down here in 2011 down here in 2004 also happened at these extreme levels, and down here in 2002. Now this might, or this overextend levels, extreme overextend level down in 2002 and maybe even into 2004, there was not that much volatility and stuff like that, but this is a lot more severe than this drop down here. You can see that. So very extended levels towards the downside. The question is, will this be another one of these corona dumps that just rebounds right back up again, right? That's the question, because it is down already 70%. So the question is, how much more down can you go? How much more down can you go? Technically it can go more. Let's check another coin that actually, not coin, let's check another stock that actually dumped big time to the downside. That's Facebook Meta platforms down here. Let's see what's happening with Facebook up here. You can see after the 20% drop down here, where was it, something like this up here, after this 20% drop on the downside, it did not recover. It went down, went up, got rejection, right now still holding the support on downside, but there is no kind of, there is no very nice, V-shaped recovery up here. There is no V-shaped recovery, so this does look very bad for Facebook as well. Still, how much is Facebook down from the all-time high to the bottom down here? 51%. That's big. Overextend levels, towards downside, huge overextend levels, and they still managed to push them downside. So overextend levels tell us just a little bit that it might help us assume that it might have a rebound or something like that, but and these levels happened 2 times before below the 200 moving average. That was down here in the Corona dump and down here in 2019 as well. I don't know what happens here, what happened here, but we are at same levels right now, I try to pull up line up here. If this is any kind of indication down here, we might go something like 168 on this one. Down here even further, you can see here on the monthly time frame we are below the 50 moving average, got rejected right now, pulling even further toward the downside. So it does look a little bit bearish as well. So the question is, will Netflix do the same thing? You can always go down another 90%. Exactly, you can always go down another 90%. Captain is in the chat. Hi tribe. Hi Captain. What's up Batch Guitar? How you doing? What's going down or up? Not much. Good actually for Facebook, dumped to 30k. Yeah, I mean, it might be that, I'm looking at this level down here on Facebook up here. If it breaks 185, it might dump further towards downside. That's right now some kind of support level on the downside. Yeah. Not gonna analyze too much Facebook and Netflix. I think just interesting to watch these charts over here right now, because these are insane moves on the downside. Now the thing to notice, this move up here, it's it did come before as well. So we are not very unfamiliar with these moves. Now that Netflix is down 36%, that means that probably stock market is down, but it's actually not. The stock market is actually pumping, guys. Stock market is pumping. This is the weekly time frame. Let's go to the daily time frame. You can see daily time frame trying to get above this 200 moving average up here. On the weekly time frame, stock market is pumping. So we still got something like 2 days left on the stock market to close. 2 days left, but this candle up here looks very juicy, guys. Looks very juicy, looks very nice above the moving average. This is a major resistance up here, and right now we are breaking. Now this can of course just pull back and close below the 34.8 or whatever that is, right below the moving averages. But if we can manage to stay above it up here, bullishness is, it might be real. Also the downtrend down here got broken up here, kind of broken, and then we went kind of sideways, and right now continue towards upside. The important level to notice is up here as well, and we are breaking that as well. We are breaking both of these levels. So you got the top up here, the pivot point here, the moving average is up here. You break that, you look bullish. So maybe the stock market will outperform eventually, right? Maybe, just maybe. S&P 500 right now on the weekly time frame, it is having this pullback towards the upside, but unconvincing just now. Still 2 days left, and 2 hours left on this candle up here. Best case scenario, it managed to close back above the 20 moving averages up here. There is also resistance up here at the 20 moving average. Yeah, everything is at 20 moving average right now, 44.97. So that's what we're looking at. Let's see how the monthly looks like. Unconvincing. Daily is pulling at least a little bit back towards the upside. And this daily trend, is this daily trend broken? This one, it should be down here. So this daily trend got broken, so right now it's having a nice move towards the upside. We'll see how far it can get. How far it can get. Bridge Cable, the new TF Fans Club member, what's up? Hi Bridge Cable, how you doing, man? Dumped 30k. Not sure about that. Good entry for Facebook might be. Dogecoin Mars pumped up 50% today, dude. Yeah, I know. Do you know how I know? Because I was watching Crypto Bubbles. And if you look at it, you know, top 200 coins or something like that, I think there is it, Elon. That's how I know. Crypto Bubbles. You know, that's how I believe, you know, most people figure out, you know, what's pumping, what's not pumping by watching these Crypto Bubbles. Elon. Yeah, it did pump big time, and I was looking at the chart as well. This is the best line that I could draw on the Elon up here. It looked like it broke the downtrend up here, create a new pivot point up here. You know, it's still not high, it's still lower low, technically lower low up here. But you know, and this might be some kind of hold up, but there is definitely some other line up here at the top that I'm not able to find right now. You know, see, this may be something like this up here, give or take. Maybe it's gonna be a ascending line right now. Should be something like this, maybe you would take something like this up here. Maybe that's that. So, you know, it did the move up here. Maybe. So what's up, TLA? Not much, you know, but I am seeing that people are a little bit shaken up by the move, because altcoins are, you know, everything is in red. I mean, when I say everything, I mean like 90% on stuff on my chart is in red. Not my chart, but my watch list is in red. So I'm guessing you guys think that this is a bad move. This is technically some kind of rejection on the 20 and 50 moving average, but it's kind of expected. You can see here we went a little bit, you know, a little bit up here, you know, consolidate a little bit up here, consolidate, but we bumped off of the 10 moving average. Now Bitcoin isn't, you know, Dodge Elon, you know, meme coin or pregnant butt or safe moon or whatever. It's really hard to just keep on pumping on 10 moving average up here. So, you know, these moving averages needs to pick up with the price. The move on downside is a bearish engulfing candle on the 4 hour. Right now closing on the downside. We might go a little bit more down up here. We already were down at 40.8 up here. You know, but what I'm looking at up here is this 10 moving average. So I would like, you know, to stay above 10 moving average. So technically we can go all the way down some kind of 40,500 and still be okay-ish without any you know, problem whatsoever. Best case scenario, we close back above the 100 moving average up here on the day. But right now the pullback is normal. It just went up too fast to resistance, major resistance at 50 and 20 moving average up here on the daily time frame, and right now it's pulling back. It's normal, you know. 100x leverage is deadly. I assume all ranks are buy Elon because it's 420 for them. Do they dump it tomorrow? Maybe. Keith Hammond, does everybody want it to crash or go to the moon? I think everybody, like the way I see it, I hope it goes to the moon right now. I mean, if you look at the chart right now, I mean, I would like it to go to the moon right now. The problem with the actually going to the moon right now is that every single move I would be thinking it's gonna go back down, because we didn't have this, you know, big dump on the downside. So I do hope that we go up, but, you know, I know that if you start going up, you know, you will always have it in the back of your mind, man, we're gonna dump, you know, that's gonna happen, right? On the other hand, it would be nice to dump, because after that, once we start going up, like, there is no reason to dump again. So, you know, this would be very easy hodl, right? But over here it's kind of like you know, you never sure. But over here, if you dump down first and then, you know, there is no reason to dump down again. I mean, you can do that like up here or whatever, right? But if you start going up, you know, above certain levels, you know, it would be just easy ride, because we already know we had the bottom, right? But over here, everybody's unsure whether this is the bottom or not. My young veggie plants are exploding right now. I'm glad to hear that, man. I'm glad to hear that. If you lay the Elliott wave chart on it, it says eventually will go down to 29k. I'm not really a fan of Elliott waves, to tell you the truth, but let's do the Elliott waves, because, and we're gonna do it on the weekly time frame. we're gonna do it on the weekly time frame. We're also gonna do it on the historical chart of Bitcoin without anything else on it. And what we're gonna do here is try to, you know, just analyze the moves. So I think from what I've seen is everybody's counting, you know, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think everybody's doing that. I don't know. I think I might be wrong, but you know, I've seen, you know, different but I think most people are doing that. And then you got ABC, right? And this is very, you know, straightforward ABC. This is A, B, and down C, right? So, and the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 up here goes something like this: 1, 2, then 3, then 4, and then 5. You know, that's the best case scenario, like you can draw, right? And then we have ABC down here. Now here it becomes a little bit tricky. I think here comes, you know, ABC becomes a little bit tricky up here. A, B, and then C, right? Now the question is this, yeah, and up here, you know, it's really hard to draw 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, like 1, 2, 3, 4. So right now maybe we are gonna get this 5 up here, maybe. And then a correction. But this is a really 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wave, because you know the 2 should be longer than 3. And there are all, you know, a bunch of rules when it comes to Elliott waves that I do not even know, and people are like, yeah, it has to be this, it has to be that, you know. But I like just drawing, you know, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 ABC, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 ABC. You know, that's good enough for me. That's good enough for me, right? But I'm not the Elliott wave theorist. I haven't read that much on it, and you know, but to me, it just seems wasteful. The ABC correction is a weird one, extended flat or something in the most. Now there are of course other options up here. Of course. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right, or something like that, right? But that doesn't seem right, because this first wave cannot be this far, right? So we gotta go to the monthly time frame. But not even here is like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I don't see it, you know. I don't see it. I don't know how to do Elliott waves and where to draw it. I don't have much experience in it, so I don't do it. It should be higher. By the way, ApeCoin did pump big time. And ApeCoin is right now 1.9% towards the upside. Let's go daily time frame up here. It is hitting this resistance a little bit up here and consolidating up. Consolidation is good up here. So we're gonna see how much it consolidates. Let's go to this 4-hourly time frame. Let's see the moving average up here. You can see we still, even on the 4-hourly time frame, we are extended from the moving average. So this is gonna take a little bit of time, I think. 10, 20 moving average all the way down here. I think, yeah, it needs to consolidate a little bit up here before it actually continues. But it was nice move towards the upside, like 20-something%. What if it only has wave 2 correction? I don't know what even that means, man. I'm not, you know, guide to. Guys, the easier way to tell if you have a wave 5 finish is if you have a bearish divergence between 3rd and 5th wave. Yes, but the trick is drawing correctly the 3rd and the 5th wave. CryptoRush George told me he believed that we are going to have a super cycle altcoin season, and he's extremely bullish on VeChain, sir. I'm not very bullish on VeChain right now. I might be later, but right now I'm not so much. Yesterday we looked at VeChain. It actually closed very nicely up here above the line up here, so this double bottom might have been confirmed. But the rejections are just so hard and devastating. This is down 3%. So, you know, maybe a little bit more sideways move before we pump towards the upside. Maybe. Pozdrav. It takes a while to learn Elliott. Maybe. And especially the correction. It does learn, but you know, I learn only the stuff that I kind of sense, or you know, my gut feeling tells me, you know, there's something there, like the moon phases. Like my gut feeling tells me something is there, and my gut feeling is often correct. But when it comes to Elliott waves, and I see these guys that are, you know, should be like professional Elliott wave theorists, whatever, right? And they start, you know, drawing the lines up there, you know, and some of them look good and the other ones look weird, and then they do all kind of weird stuff. And at the end of it, you know, they say like, this must be the bottom, so it's gonna go up to the, you know, the 5th way up here, but it continues go down, and they are like, you know, say, oh sorry, this wasn't the way for, you know, way for down here is the way for, now it's gonna go up here, right? So, you know, they kind of change at, you know, very end. They base their, you know, Elliott wave theories base their moves, whether something's gonna go up or down, based on, you know, whether some move has, you know, finished or not, stuff like that. But they don't analyze the charts the way we analyze the charts. Like, it's not TI, it's something else. I don't know. Jory's kind of sweet, but he knows nothing about TI at all. Strap-on collection. We're all George, yes. Yes, we all George. Bitcoin target 41.7, eat them shorts. He's a perma-bull for sure. Yeah, I mean, if you are crypto Ras, you cannot go wrong by being you know, perma-bull. Doesn't matter if it's a bear market or bull market, because he's not talking about the charts going up and down. You know, he's talking about projects. He's talking about future. He's talking about, you know, prospects of something, you know, working out well. You know, and that can always be bullish. You know, on this channel we cannot be perma-bulls because, you know, charts do tend to go down. But, you know, good projects stay good projects, so he can definitely be perma-bull. You know, for him it really doesn't matter whether it's bear market or bull market. For him, the only thing that matters is, you know, the project that he says are good end up being good projects. Wave 4 is usually more complicated, that's why they change their mind. It might be, you know, wave 2, 4, wave 3. I just use an example, but, you know, it's a whole bunch of stuff. It's a whole bunch of stuff. I've wave 2 in a simple ABC way, doing formal, either a triangle or a yes, yeah, combo corrections. Nah, I'm not quite there yet. I actually think that, you know, there might be something to harmonics more than Elliott waves, in fact, but, you know, we don't want to go into that. Yeah, it's long-term investors speaking to people who want to do the same. Yeah, of course, dollar cost average, buy good projects, wait, 1 year, 2 years, 5 years. He really doesn't care. He gets, you know, money from YouTube, he reinvests that, you know, he's just doing that. What I was talking about, which crypto currently, sir? Moon Inu. Yeah, I'm stockpiling that big time. What's up? What's up, Lare? How's territorial going for you, man? Harmonic can be traded as well if you know them well. But yeah, Harmonic can be traded. You know, the guy Mitch Ray TI, you know the guy. He's favorite for his harmonics, at least the way I see it. I feel he only does harmonics, but we don't do harmonics because Fibonacci, you know. Yeah, George's all about hodling and dollar cost averaging. Yeah. So he gets to be perma-bull all the time, and I have no problem with that. No problem with that, because he doesn't care whether the price goes up or down. That's the thing. But we cannot be perma-bear or perma-bull because the price in fact do go down and up, and we are only caring about where the price is going. Why don't look at BTC pairs? Mostly because, you know, most people want to, you know, stack dollars and not stack bitcoins. Like, if the goal of trading was to get most Bitcoin as possible, and everybody was just saying how could I get most Bitcoin, then we probably look at, you know, BTC charts, you know, to stake Bitcoin. But most people just want to get, you know, most dollars, and they are interested in you know, pairs versus dollar. At a BTC overall. Yeah, I understand what you're saying, but, you know, we are not interested in, you know, staking Bitcoin. We're interested in making money. At least, you know, there are people definitely interested in staking Bitcoin. Looks did quite a pump. And more recent job at Gitberg yet, folks. I don't know what Gitberg is. So this over here is, you know, it's small consolidation, small move to the downside. I'm not, you know, in any kind of panic mode or anything, or fear mode or anything. It was kind of expected. I gotta tell you that. It was kind of expected up here. It just kind of, you know, went up a little bit too fast, and with this move, blow it towards upside and fell down. So it needs to consolidate down here. It looks like it's already doing that. So it's trying to, you know, find some kind of bottom down here. We got this nice last line on the 4-hourly time frame, which and I gotta tell you guys, I am losing faith in the 4-hourly time frame. I'm serious about this. I'm losing faith in the 4. There has been so many times that I see something bullish on the 4-hourly time frame that turns out to be bearish. it changed so quickly. So right now, you know, I'm mostly, you know, daily plus, but I still look at 4 hourly, right? So, you know, 44.7 you can also see on the daily. That's the very important level down here. We got the, of course, the support here at 45.51. Do we have anything on the weekly down here around that range? No. So yeah, this can go below, all the way down to 40.70 or something like that down here, and still be fine, no problem whatsoever, because, you know, we did extend too fast towards the upside. Right now we need consolidate up here, or if we go all the way down there, no problem. The problem only starts if we start closing on the downside down here, and then, you know, continuing towards the downside. But right now it's consolidation. 100% agree. TLA. I don't know on what, but it's okay. As long as we agree. Go away, baby bears. Yeah, go away, baby bears. There's an imbalance with those green candles, which will need to be fixed with an equal dump. Upward sloping trend on 4 hour and daily from 12th April. We are back above it and just testing the downward move. Netflix long is exploding. Yeah, 1% up, 1% up. It was 36 point something percent, 36 point something percent when we started the stream, and right now it's at 35.2. So, you know, let's see here on the 5-minute chart. Well, yeah, it is exploding, man. It is exploding. See here, this is the explosion. We probably started stream around 9:20, something like that. So, you know, it went a little bit down and right now went up. It is exploding. I like Arcane Bear's TA. I'm not really fond of Arcane Bear, you know, he does some weird stuff as well, so, you know. Any guy that do Fibonacci's and exponential moving averages, but in combination with each other, and add Elliott waves to that, I don't watch these guys. I don't know why, but, you know, to me. And then any guy who draws, you know, most of guys draws lines like, you know, something like this up here on the eye, and then add like Fibonacci on top of that, you know, add Fibonacci on top of that, and then you know, add some kind of boxes up here, and you know, and then they start doing the Elliott waves as well on that, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wow. These charts, man, these charts. Have you seen Trade Reality? Yes, not my cup of tea though. Not my cup of tea. A long A down. There's 3 waves already in the B. We're not doing, guys. We are done with the Elliott phase. We are not doing Elliott phase, guys. We are not doing Elliott phase. The center plane along is exploding towards the upside. It's not an afternoon report. Most scribes or they stock dumps. There's only so many people on the planet. Netflix and chill. That's Coinskit. But the thing with Netflix is they don't know when it will stop. You know, with subscribers. I think it's good from a macro perspective, but this is slimy though. Are we at 100k yet? Maxi, long time no see, man. I don't. Soon. We waiting. Dodge Loan pumped like OMG. Yeah. Dodge Loan pumped. Ape pumped yesterday. What's he doing over there? It's so over my head. Trader's Reality. I don't know, man. Some weird stuff, man. Not my cup of tea, you know. I watch people that are my cup of tea, and you know, he's not. You think Hex hit the button? Interesting question, man. You know, I do follow Hex, so you can talk about Hex, and I'm not quite sure. You know, it might be the bottom up here. You can see that, you know, I have drawn some kind of, you know, falling wedge on this baby up here, and you know, the question is whether this was the bottom or not, because we hit it 1, 2, 3 times, so technically we don't need to hit it more. Up here it was also like the resistance, so this line is already pretty much confirmed. The question is, will this move on the downside go all the way to the bottom and break towards the upside, or will it just you know, create up here, you know, higher high and then break up towards the upside up here? That's the question, right? And then we get another move up here, something like this, and we get something like this up here, and then in, you know, in November we, you know, pump towards the upside, something like that, or here we, you know, pump above, you know, in September or something like that. I don't know. Close, but you know, whether this is the bottom or not, I don't know. I like your style. I can make some similar to the way I see the market. We are all about, you know, what's bullish, what's bearish, psychology. the moons, the planets. People think, you know, when I tell people that we do moons, you know, and try to, you know, figure out whether the price is gonna go up and down by the moons, and they think I'm wacko, but you know, then they go and watch somebody doing Elliott waves, and I'm like, hey man, WTF. And then they go watch somebody doing Fibonacci's, and I'm like, hey man, what? I know a lot of you guys are using both Elliott waves and Fibonacci's, you know, but that's your thing. If you can make, I always say, if you can make it work, man, who am I to say anything, right? It's just my way of doing TI. It's just what I think is the correct way to do TI. It's just what I think, you know, just what I think. I want to know about Luna. Okay, man, let's check out Luna. Luna had a big pump lately. Right now, Luna is sitting at something like -1% or something like that. Let's see here. We're gonna start with weekly time frame. You can see here, even on the weekly time frame, Luna does look like it's holding support. This is a bullish engulfing candle. Unfortunately, still 4 days and 4 hours left for this candle close up here. But if this stays like this up here, hopefully you get bullish engulfing candle on the weekly time frame off of the 10 and 20 moving average, which can be very, very bullish. Now, not so unfortunately is that you're already creating this bearish divergence on the monthly time frame up here. So right now it is kind of going kind of sideways up here. So, you know, it depends on how much sideways can it go before it actually drops on the downside. That's the question. Can it go up more than this up here? Yeah, it can. So let's try to draw some trend up here. Trends are your friend until the trend ends. So you can see here we already broke the trend. So although it might be bullish getting up here, because you have to understand, Luna did nice move towards the upside. Over here it broke the trend, tried to get the trend. You can see how I was hugging the you know, hugging line, but you know, it was failing up here. And right now go up here, went a little bit towards downside, and it might try it even again to go up here. It's only gonna continue, you know, towards the upside if it manages to get above the trend up here. But if you see for whatever reason this go below the levels down here at 47, now that's already 50% down. So I'm not quite sure about that, but you know, these levels on downside are really important, and I think they're really important support. Maybe something down here at 61 as well, but that's a huge move towards downside. I mean, until you get there, you're down 50%. But this is a weekly time frame though. This is weekly time frame though. So definitely, can it go down below here? Definitely it can. Right now, it's you know, the thing is we broke the trend right now. We need to get back above the trend up here, back above the trend to continue, right? Or we can continue going, you know, higher, but you know, slower speed. So not like this, but maybe something like this up here, right? Slower speed. It looks okayish so far. So no problems in the paradise yet. This move on downside, very bullish candle up here yesterday above the resistance up here. Trying to get it back above this 20 and the 50 moving average. The question is whether we are gonna make that, because Bitcoin is doing the same thing, trying to get above the 20 and the 50 moving average. If it fails to get above the 20 50 moving average, starts going on the downside. Okay, 78. Say 78 down here. You do not want to go below 78 down here again, right? But pullback can happen. Pullback can happen down here. Pullbacks can happen. But you can see down here below 78, that's, you know, that's the bottom down here. So yeah, 78 around, give or take, that's the, you know, that should be some kind of level, you know, that we need to, you know, hold. King used to plan wars based upon the advice from astrology advisors. Yeah, I mean, kings used to, you know, plan wars based on, you know, tarot cards, so I don't think we're gonna go into that. But the moon, La Luna. Yeah, La Luna. Yeah, you can also open up a cow and read the sliver. Doesn't mean it works. You can do a lot of stuff, but the moon's working. We are pumping it up. Are we pumping it up? Not much. It's 0.76 right now. So I would say, Bitcoin looking good. Can it have a look? I don't know what these. I never heard about it, but you know, I'll check it out. I might have heard about it. I don't think I have. Nah, it looks like trying to get it back up here. This is a weekly time frame, a daily time frame. Nothing special about it. Nothing special about it. I don't know what this is, so I don't wanna. And the chart doesn't. It just looks like every other altcoin. If you show me the chart, that's interesting. I'll look at it a little bit more, but you know, just looks like everything else. Your tea is very similar to the one I was taught at Oppenheimer in the early 2000s. I understand it, and it's very easy to follow and replicate on personal charts. Oppenheimer, what's that, man? So looking okay. It's in a correction. Do you use order blocks? What are order blocks? I don't know. This may be wave. We are done with Elliott waves, man. We don't do that anymore. We don't do that anymore. Anyways, guys, you know, stuff is going down. People are a little bit discouraged about, you know, what's happening. Nobody wants to watch my streams and stuff like that. But I think I'm gonna go and, you know, bake something. I actually bought some stuff that I'm gonna bake a bread. I'm gonna bake some you know, bread. I'm maybe gonna show you tomorrow if it turns out well. I'm gonna scan NFTs as collateral to Baroque Cup crypto. This ghost chain is amazing. Nair is in chat. I'm not buying another, no selling anything. I just waited for Moon. Yeah, Moon. Anyways, guys, we're gonna end it over here. I think Bitcoin is right now just, you know, consolidating up here a little bit. It's fine. The altcoins are reacting because some altcoins did pump a little bit up, you know, but I see it right now altcoins are like down 2, 3, 4, 5%, something like that. But there is still no problem, and and there will be no problem until, so as long as we stay above, you know, 40,500 or something like that. Sourdough bread. I don't know what kind of bread is. It's a recipe my mom made when I was a kid, with the, you know, sea salt on top and some you know, kim or whatever it's called, car or whatever on top. It tastes really nice and I like it, you know. So I think I'm gonna go make that. And IP3 looking good or not? No, IP3 is still going in a sideways movement in that, you know, channel that we have. It goes up, it goes down, but you know, it's I'm not also that it's been pumping, but it's just going in the inside this sideways channel forever, man. It's forever, and we don't know whether this is gonna continue, man. We're up here, you know, we are starting to be bullish up here, and then we went down, and you know, we don't know how long this is gonna take. I mean, it can take forever. There is nothing happening here. There is nothing happening here. TL is best. Should Opera cooking channel shorts. I don't. I do two things. I can bake a really good chocolate cake. Like, I mean, the best chocolate cake in the world. I can bake that, and maybe some meatballs. I can make nice meatballs, and this thing with the bread thing. I don't know what's called. We need to get serious about Moon, man. That's the way to actually make some cash. Okay, guys, that's it. Thanks for watching. See you tomorrow, 9 AM Central European time on the dollar. Hopefully Bitcoin is doing something impressive by then, and we got something to talk about. Just a quick update, you know, to see what's happening. I don't think there is anything worth talking about. We can look at some, you know, we looked at some kind of bottoms and stuff like that, but you know, not much is happening. Anyways, guys, cheers. Have a nice evening. Bye bye. And what are we gonna end with? What are we gonna end with? Are we gonna do the song? Nah, we're just gonna abruptly end it. Okay, guys, bye bye.